I'm sure several of you have already heard about the Hazel's Boutique or Hazel's Boutique Cafe. There is so much wrong with that it's like, yeah, it's not even funny. I want to talk about it. First of which, how does a, 30-pound girl that can't even go to school yet kick over a 600-pound table? Now that business owner, she's got to be, I'd say, about 130 pounds, maybe, about 30 years old. If she were to steel her body and steady herself and that 30-pound girl ran into her, she's not going to knock her over. She might bruise her, but she's not going to knock her over. That table must not have been in proper working order in order for a 30-pound girl to be able to kick over a 600-pound marble table. Now I'm going to attach a little clip of a video here that's going to show the extreme wobble that this improperly secured table had.
The owners of this coffee shop in New Jersey held this mother and her 3-year-old daughter in their store against their will until they agreed to pay $1,600 for a table that the 3-year-old girl accidentally broke. So it's going to be very subtle, but look at how easy this table moves right here. Did you see that?
Now I would encourage you to go watch his entire video, and I will add the link. But you can see on here, this table clearly was not meant to be a standalone table. It was meant to be secured to a wall. But the business owner neglected to do that. And see, that's a key word here, because that not being properly secured and leading it to it being as unstable as it was shifts the liability actually onto the business owner, because that's neglectful. It led to the traumatization of not only that 3-year-old girl and her mother, but the grandmother as well. Now the business owner would not let her leave. She demanded a credit card and an agreement to pay $1,600 because of a "you break it, you buy it" policy. This is just so wrong in so many ways. Again, the first of which is the business owner is the one who failed to properly secure the table and even made this entire event possible. The second is, if this business owner were actually responsible, which clearly she's not, but if she were, she's going to have insurance. And this is what insurance is for. See, what would actually happen is you would have to remit proof of payment for this table to the insurance company. They would assess the current value of the table, because the minute you walk out the door for purchasing it, that table depreciates in value. It's no longer worth $1,600. It's not worth anything near that. They're going to assess the condition of the table, and then you pay your deductible, whether it be $0 to $1,000 or whatever your deductible may be. That, if that woman and her child were found liable for it, they would only have to cover the deductible, because see, the insurance is going to cover the rest. But that's not what the business owner tried to do. She tried to get a full $1,600 out of this woman, and this woman has no way of knowing what this business owner actually paid for this table. She's just demanding $1,600. Well, honey, when did you buy the table? And also take into consideration, this is a marble table. Myself, as both an artist, as well as somebody who grew up with a marble coffee table in the house, you know that there are certain things you just do not do to marble. You're not going to continually, repeatedly, for hundreds of times throughout the day, put a highly corrosive material on your marble table, because you're going to stain your table. You're going to compromise the integrity of your table. Marble is an extremely soft stone, which is what makes it really good for sculpting, because it's pliable, it breaks easy, it's fragile. You can sculpt this stone very, very easily, and then it gets this awesome polished look because it is so pliable and easy to work with. If you take an acidic substance such as coffee, you put it in an environment where this can be spilled on this marble continually, time and time and time again, you're going to compromise the integrity of this marble. On top of that, it's subjected to being dented, scratched, chipped, any number of possibilities for damage, given that there's hundreds of people coming in and out of there daily and that are going to use this marble table. So to even have that in your establishment, or that kind of an establishment, is just curious to begin with. I don't know why you would opt to do that. And then to fail to properly secure it, well, that's even worse. What I wonder at this point with the behavior of this business owner is if she intended to double dip, so to speak, and file the insurance claim and get what the insurance company would pay out, as well as make the patron of her establishment pay what she claims is full price for the table. And honey, if you did that, that's insurance fraud. And you have a high value item like that, you have to take care of it. I would caution anybody who chooses to either eat at this establishment or purchase anything from this woman to keep in mind that when you go in to her business, regardless of what side of the political spectrum you're on, keep in mind that your personal safety and security are going to be at risk because clearly corners are cut. Put accountability where accountability is due.